Hello, this is Bill with Bill's Backyard, bringing you an update on the backyard. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. I'm wearing my green. The pomegranate, it's the ever sweet white, is starting to come out of dormancy. The persimmons tree has not broken dormancy yet. I got it tied. I'm trying to lay the branches down, but it has not broken dormancy yet. I have this protected from all the little critters out here, but you can see that my jujube is starting to leaf out here. This is the cocoa jujube. You can see the passion fruit vine. Got a little hit from the cold this year. Nothing serious, kind of just knocked it back a little bit. It still produced a ton of fruit. And this is my sugarcane jujube, and it's coming out of dormancy. I guess I should take this tag off here. It's really kind of, but yeah, I'm excited for this fruit. I put this tree in the ground this year. This is a new one for the backyard this year. The other new one is the Stark Donut Peach. You can see it is flowering. I did not cut this back. I'll wait until summer, and I wanted to see how it would do. But my main thing is to root this in the ground. Pineapple guava, grown as a bush variety here. I'm gonna plant some more trees, bushes and small trees in between. The other day I was out here, the evergreen was buzzing with bees. I don't, yeah, there's bee activity. There might be a hive in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a hive in there somewhere. Lots of bees. Yeah, good. Sunflower, looks like it's having a little issues. The Kambola starfruit, I uncovered all of this area, had it all cold protected, but you can see the new growth coming out. This is its second year in the ground. I got an ice cream bean there. I'll probably be putting in the ground. And then I got this in the ground. This star fruit has been flowering since I bought it, and you can see it's flowering. It took a little bit of cold damage, but once again, it was in the cold protection here. I kind of undid it a little early. We've been getting some nice weather. I wanted it to get some little bit of cold and more warmth back in here. I'm going to be cutting these evergreens back a little bit. Let's go out front and see what's happening here. I haven't been out front in quite a while. I cut back the yellow bell. It'll start popping pretty soon. As you can see, the white mulberry is coming out of dormancy. It's starting to pop its leaves. I've been training this tree. I wanted to kind of shade this window in the morning and afternoon, but you can see that it's starting to come to life, looking good, coming out of dormancy. This is its second year in the ground. You can see all the flowering bulbs have come up that I planted years ago, about 3 years ago when we moved in the house. I had a gopher over here that I killed last year, but you can see the bulbs coming up, and then I have some other plants in pots. This tree here, this is a Vista White Loquat. It's going on its second summer in the ground. So it's still kind of in its first year, going into its second year. But you can see all the new growth. This survived the winter just fine. I didn't cold protect this. I didn't do anything to this plant here. It's gonna do just fine, and it's gonna shade this window also. So, and you can see, got a little flower. Spring has sprung. So, checking out all the new growth. Let's check out my tangerine tree. Got one fruit off this year, and it was really good, but it's not exactly what I wanted. So we'll see. I mean, it was good. So, when I was looking for the seedless variety, I thought that's pretty much what this was. It's like it's getting hit by some insect, but you can see the new growth coming out. And then you can see everything's kind of just, my cannas are coming back. My Carolina jasmine, oh, smells so good. Things are really starting to happen here. Carmelia's flowering, the red one, the white one's got the getting ready. The rose bush is doing good. The aloe vera, I gotta cut back the catnip. I gotta get out front here. The mango tree that I thought died is coming back, and it's doing good. I've been putting it in the garage. Same with the black sapote, the last one I have left. You can see, look at the new growth coming out on the black sapote. The sugar apple, I roll them in and out of the garage here. The ah-cha-cha. And then this is the monkey orange. Things are enjoying the sunlight. I put them up here. They get a little bit of morning sun, and then it shades in the afternoon here, so they're not getting the heat. So I'll be working as much as I can in the yard, doing as much as I can. Next month I have the garden club's gonna come and tour, and I'm gonna plant some plants, or put some plants in pots up in here where they're protected. This year I'll probably do a little bit of that. I've been cutting back a little bit on the pink Hawaiian guava. It got a little bit of frost damage, but nothing serious. Last year this tree froze almost all the way to the ground. I got about 4 fruit off this. This year I'm expecting a lot more fruit. There was a lot of suckers coming up from the bottom. I cut them, and I just, I do the chop and drop. And you can see the lemon guava is doing real well. Another pineapple guava. These two trees are some of my oldest I've had in the yard. I put them in. I used to have a Barbados cherry over here where I had the bananas, and it died. But they're doing good. Lots of growth. And as you can see, the pink Hawaiian survived. I did frost cloth on this year. The figs are starting to break out of dormancy. We got the Peter honey and the Pakash. Another tree that I thought died, the Kahola logan, came back on me. We're about done with the blood oranges. There's a few left on the tree there. So now, if you've been following me any at all, that white loquat out front was in the pot with this, and I separated them. Now look I got another one in there. So everything I read about this loquat is you need 2 of them to get fruit. It's one of the only loquats you need a pollinator. So I'll probably be splitting this pot out, and I'll probably put this one in the ground. I'm not sure yet. I got to figure out where I want to put it. But and then I'll probably split that one off and send that over to the nursery. The burgundy plum is coming out of dormancy. It's looking pretty good. I was beginning to wonder about this tree. I really thought that it got hit hard on like some cankers, but I'm not seeing anything else. I painted it, so it's doing good. I got the longevity spinach, the comfrey in the box. The Flavor Delight is starting to flower. Look at the pink flower, and then it goes to white. You can see the white coming from pink to white. So I don't know, we might get some fruit set on this. I got a couple of fruit off this last year. This is its second full year in the ground. I think it's a 3-year-old tree. So that's kind of where that one's at. And then my other oldest tree, the first tree I did put in the yard, is a cotton candy apium. And you can see it's coming out of dormancy. It's flowering. Look at the clusters. This gave us quite a bit of fruit last year. I'm really expecting a lot, but not as much as if I would have not trimmed it back as hard as I did. But I'm really trying to get this tree where it stays short and build the branches. I was over here cutting back the other day on here, and now I noticed a few weeks later, look at here. So the Thompson seedless grapes coming out of dormancy. And one of my most prettiest trees in the backyard, and the second oldest tree behind the cotton candy apium, is the Spicy Z. I have never gotten any fruit off this tree yet. We'll see what happens this year, but there's some nice big flowering going on. Like I said, I got a lot of bees over there, so hopefully we'll get some pollination. The ever-bearing mulberry. You can see I have mulberries on here, and I hear a lizard in the bushes over there. I leave him alone. He comes up here and eats all the time in the yard. My strawberry box, I haven't paid a lot of attention to this. I wintered over a cherry grape here. Hopefully it might make it. We'll see what happens. Got some pineapple in the box. I wintered over a pepper plant here too. I just amended up this box. I'm getting ready to plant in that box. The apple tree is still real dormant. I haven't done any cutting on this tree at all. So I'm just gonna kind of let it run its course this year. And then this 4-in-1 planting here, if you look back on my videos, they were real little. They were on the Viking rootstock, and I got a heck of a deal on. I got these 4 trees for like 110 bucks online. They were not bare root. They were in containers. I never heard of the Viking rootstock, but look at the base on these trees. They have just really just gotten into this ground. No fruit off none of these trees yet, but this year, they flowered last year, but no fruit. But this year, I'm thinking, this is a Dapple Dandy. I'm gonna get fruit. Look at the Flavor King. It's flowering like crazy. Really looking pretty here. Comfrey in the middle of the box. I see that the Flavor Grenade is starting to break dormancy here. I need to paint a little bit more on these trees. And it looks like the Sweet Treat's starting to break dormancy here, and it's getting ready to flower. It is flowering over here. Now this tree and this tree are Cherry Plum Cross. This is the Candy Heart. This is another new one to the yard. This one here, I'm not expecting any fruit on this year, but it's been flowering, and it was the second one to come out of dormancy. This was the first. This is my peach tree, and as you can see, I do have fruit set on this Arctic, and here it is. Oh, Tropic White, but we do have fruit set. Looks like a little bit of leaf curl going on here. Yeah, so I didn't spray this tree this year, but yeah, it's looking like we're having a little bit of problems here. I'm gonna have to get in here, and I don't want to spray. I'm trying to stay as organic as possible. and invite in as many of these insects as I can to combat what's going on here. Let's take some of this. So we've had some kind of cold. I'm just taking off some of these leaves. Let's see what happens here. It's a lot better. But you can see the fruit set on here. And it's still flowering a little bit. You can see the fruit. So I got one peach off this last year. What a beautiful piece of fruit. Really refreshing white peach. The pear tree still dormant, hasn't come out, but it's getting close. I haven't cut back on this tree either. This is the 20th century Asian pear tree. And so this is kind of my stone fruit area over in here. And of course I have the Kahala login, I've got the blood orange, and then I have bananas in here. We'll see, looks like I got the bananas are starting to come back a little bit. They got hit pretty good. You can see the loquats. I went through here and thinned out a lot of loquats off here. Look at the new growth. Last year, we got a lot of loquats, but they were just bending the branches down. I might put a shade cloth over this. And then I have my white sapote. Look at the new growth here. This tree here has been wonderful. The other one I put in here died, and it's because I think I read that they do not like their roots disturbed. So when I did this one, I did a lot different when I put it in. But you can see it's flowering. You can see the flowers here. The Jaba de Cava. This thing, look at all the new growth. I got to get in here and get in here and cut back, and so I can get in here. So I need to get my clippers and get in here. I don't know what variety that is. I have no clue. Then I have my cart full of goodies. Blue Coup logging. Look at the new growth coming out. Some of my ice cream bean got hit a little bit, but I've been rolling them in and out. So we'll see what happens here. Patanga tuba. This here is my peanut butter, and it's doing real well. It's just loving it in here, the peanut butter fruit. I got a moringa, and I got a Katuk green. I got a cranberry hibiscus, a lychee. This is a Thai variety of lychee, so it's growing like crazy. I got that from Steve out there at Exotica. Strawberry tree. Look at the new growth. It's doing good. I need to transplant this into a bigger pot. Another Patanga tuba I got from Steve, and I got this from Adam Flying Fox. This is the lemon drop mangosteen. This thing almost died all the way back, and just look at it go. It's looking really good. So putting these inside in the warm this winter, really helped. I got my tropical box. I've been working hard. I had branches on the lemon tree go and snap because of so much fruit, and I still have a lot of fruit on there. And so I've been mending this box. So I'm gonna start putting the straight shade structure up, and I'm gonna start putting plants in here. Patanga tuba. This is the oldest one I've had, and this one flowered last year, but no fruit. It got hit back a little bit on this from this winter. Comfrey, and you can see my cherimoya starting to bud out. You can see. I got some chives in the box with it to kind of help longevity. The ice cream bean, I don't know if it's going to make it. We'll see what happens there. As far as that goes, I hope you're not rooting in the grass. So, and then the moringa tree. I'm not seeing, it's still alive. You can see it's still alive. I'm kind of waiting for it to come back and kick out, and so I can start eating moringa leaves again. Just a flowering plant that loves the shade up underneath here. And my brown sugar Sopadilla made it through the winter, no protection. It was underneath this lemon tree and got new growth. It's doing real well. So this is one that I'm gonna put underneath that shade cloth. Barbados cherry, I've been rolling it in and out of the garage, kind of protecting it, but I think now I'm gonna start leaving it out. You can see the new growth. Plano melon. I had lots of melons on this year. Got some rosemary. The sherbet berry has not come out of dormancy yet, so we'll wait and see what happens there. Mending this side of the box. If you remember, I had tomatoes in there. I got a whole bunch of green beans. I think I'm gonna make this all green beans in here. I got some arugula, lettuce, and then I got the sugar snap peas. The boys love those. We've been eating peas for the last few weeks. I come out here and they're a great snack for me, definitely. Flowering red currant, beautiful flowers, and it's flowering. And its companion over here is leafing out. But you can see all the, here's a pod here. I love these things. There's one that's really ready to go. Honeyberries, you can see they're flowering. You know, they're not really for our climate here, but we'll see what happens. I got a few berries off this. I wasn't too impressed last year. We'll see what happens this year. And my goji berry. Love this. Blackberries are coming out of dormancy. And then these pots had seedlings in them that I put in, and a papaya. They didn't make it. Got some lettuce growing. Yellow raspberry, red raspberries coming in. Hard kiwi. Two different types of blueberries here. These are kind of like the low bush, high bush, and other two different varieties of blueberries. The other kiwi, this is the female, planting greens. And then I got the boxes cleaned out. I gotta get them ready to go. Same with over here. We have carrots going in the box over here with some spinach. Let me give this to the boys. Let me get rid of this string. They love these. There you go. There you go, buddy. They love the sugar snap peas. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up, and got strawberries. Got lots of strawberries in here. Growing, flowering. You can see where the cold does a little bit of damage on these. But all in all, they do pretty good. These are all done off of runners like this. So I just keep propagating more strawberries. So I'll be pineapples. Looks like they're still alive with the strawberries. Lincoln, we got some, looks like some spearmint. We got some cinnamon basil. They haven't come up yet, so. And then of course I have all this dragon fruit over here. I gotta move it out today. Let's go look at all my small seedlings and trees that I have. So these trees here I keep inside, and this is a yellow sapote, looking really nice. I think this is the red Patanga-tuba. This is the hybrid. My abu, I think, is still alive. My coffee, and then my Katuk, my other Katuk, it's having a tough time there. You can see all my seedlings up here. I have some more plants down in here, and as you can see, my Garcinia, look at that, it's really beautiful. And then we have the cutie, I got that from Hubba Joe, and the soursop, look at the soursop go. And I have it looks like a Stanford here, a little Stanford, and a Patanga-tuba. And this is one that Adam gave me. I don't know what it is, but it's growing. And then I have looks like a Suriname cherry here. It's the Zills. That'll do it for today. Signing off. I hope everybody's having a great spring. St. Patty's Day. Keep on growing.